Hello guys, welcome back to another episode from the series of solving your boredom. If you just go back and watch like the first minute and a half of episode 1, you'll understand what this whole series is about, but basically I'm just bringing Roblox games to your guys' attention that are really fun but not super duper popular. So if you're bored on Roblox, you could just try playing them. These are games that I personally have played a lot and I've had a lot of fun playing, but they're not very popular, so you might have heard of them. But I'd say low odds you've heard of them. Anyways, today's game is called Specter, and it is just gonna start off by saying it is heavily based off of Phasmophobia. So if you've played Phasmophobia, you'll probably be very familiar with most of the mechanics in this game. But yes, just like Phasmophobia, it's a ghost hunting game. So you spawn into a map, and there's maps at different difficulties. The difficulty is basically just the size, because obviously bigger map, it's harder to find the ghost than on a smaller map. But the goal of the game is to just basically, you have different tools that can get you different types of evidence. So you have to go into the map where the ghost is. You have to try and find the ghost and use different tools to get evidence, and if the evidence tests positive, then that means it's one of the types of evidence of the ghost. If it's negative, it doesn't apply to the ghost. And once you have three different pieces of evidence, that'll filter it down to just one ghost, and you can just that's it. You win the game once you get the type of ghost. So I will in fact go and show you guys a quick game here, but just a few things I should mention first. One of the things I like about this game is you can play it with other people or solo and still have a pretty similar experience either way. The game doesn't change, really. The game doesn't change, I was going to say a whole ton, but it actually doesn't change at all when you play with people versus when you play alone. Number two, the environment does a really good job of scaring you, so it just feels like it's just that type of game. So if you're into that, you get to go on a scary adventure solo, and if you're not into that, braving it with friends is kind of part of the fun. But yeah, I'll just go in and show you gameplay now, I guess. Okay, I'm going to just show you. This is the easiest map. Also, just if you notice me kind of just making little mistakes and things like that with my mechanics, I haven't played in a hot minute, so I'm kind of rusty. But yes, so just I'm gonna play the game. I'm not really gonna explain how to play the game. I'll do a tutorial video on that if you guys want me to, so just let me know down in the comments if you want me to do that. But just very important stuff about the game that I think you should know. First of all, I mentioned tools earlier you can use to find evidence. You can upgrade those just to be better, so it's grindable. So yeah, and as you guys can see here, there's like a bunch of different types of ghosts, so you can't really guess it, which just, makes you have to play the game. If you're wondering, the ghost cannot get you while you're outside, so there is like a safe zone if that's your thing. So as you guys can see here, I got the 3 pieces of evidence that I needed, and they narrowed it down to 1 ghost. Just another thing, all these crossed out ones, the game does that for you. So based on when you pick your evidence, it'll cross it out for you just automatically. And you can cross out evidence that you have confirmed is negative. So there's that type of logic to it, That's all I'm saying. Also, the ghosts all have like their own personality, sort of, like the AI that the ghost uses. It's different for each one. It's really cool. And they all have their specific traits and things like that. Just a lot of variety in this game. You can't really get bored of this game too easily. As you can see here, I got all 3 pieces of evidence, and I correctly identified it. Now, you may be wondering, Jet, is this just a logic game? All you did was go in and find the evidence. Nothing else really happened. Well, I decided to just, do the smallest map, the easiest map, just to show you guys, like, what the game's kind of about. But on bigger maps where it takes longer, the ghost attacks, like chases you around. It will stop if it doesn't kill someone, but it stops either when it kills someone or after a certain amount of time. So yeah, that's neat. Again, there's like different ghosts have different attack styles, and some attack more often than others. Again, it's all the AI. So a lot of variety in this game, very cool. Also, if your thing is PvP, the default mode is just, you know, you're really playing the ghost. You're just trying to figure out what the ghost is. But there is a ranked mode where you can go against another person, and it's really just whoever can do it faster. So it's like race. So there's a PvP aspect to it, but you should know you can only unlock ranked when you hit level 25, so you're gonna have to play for a little bit before you can unlock that. Another thing I should have probably mentioned is there are different characters that you can use just for looks. And like, if we just go in here, each of these characters has like a ton of skins. So I don't have any of these unlocked, but it's like you can find pretty much anything in here. And it's the same with there's actually a lot of things. The equipment skins, you can have your equipment look like different things. And vans, you can have the van, that's kind of like your home base. It's parked outside, you can have that look different. Again, the skins, the character skins, the equipment skins, the vans do not affect the gameplay. They're purely just aesthetic. These is the upgrades I was talking about. So you can upgrade your equipment to do better, like flashlights, just, you know, brighter, and it goes farther. So there's that aspect of it. Also, on the topic of the characters, there's a huge background storyline. Just there's a lot of lore in this game with the whole like ghost hunting organization. It's crazy. There's a ton of lore in this game. And so another cool thing on the topic of the lore is that sometimes when you go into multiplayer, if you have like a certain skin that in the lore is related to another player's character, if you have a character that's related to another player's character, they'll like talk, like there'll be words on the screen and you'll like interact with the other characters. So really cool. So yeah, that's just about it for this game. There is a good amount of other things that you could know about this game that I could not fit into this video, but I hope you enjoyed the video, and please check out this game. Please just give it some support, just check it out, try it. I think you'll have a lot of fun, and if you're someone who gets scared easily, I would recommend playing it with friends. That's also very funny. Even if you're someone who doesn't get scared easily, it's also just really fun to play with friends. And it's very grindable, and like, you can't really finish the game. Like, you can do all the maps, but after you do all the maps, you can like increase the difficulty, that sort of thing, modify the game. So it's really just, it's very grindable. So it's a great experience in solo or with other people. It's really grindable. It's a good blend of strategy and skill, speed and smarts. It's a good blend. It's just a really well balanced game overall, so that's why I think you should play this game. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider liking and subscribing for more of these episodes of this series, just more content so I can free you of your boredom even further. And yeah, please make sure to check out this game. Again, it's called Specter. It's on Roblox, obviously, and I think that's all I have to say for now, so I will see you all in the next one. Bye.